News for more local stories.
By this time of year, it can be pretty easy for a lot of us to have kind of slipped back on those New Year's resolutions. So if one of your resolutions was to be healthier in 2023 and something is keeping you from really getting there, we hope to help you this morning. Not we really, but our next guest, Denise Stegall, who has written a book called Healthy Living, Happy Life. And she joins us this morning. Nice to see you.
Great to see you too, Julie. Thank you for having me.
It's a simple title, and yet it's in the simplest things that you find the profound truths of life, which is just that. When you live healthy, the happiness does follow.
Absolutely, absolutely. And the subtitle of the book is Find a Practical Path to Finding a Healthy Lifestyle That Works for You. And that, to me, is the most important piece. Because what I find so often is, we all want to be healthier. We all want, obviously, to be happy. But we start to follow somebody's diet, somebody's exercise program. And then when they don't work for us, we feel like we've failed and we don't know where to start. So truly, it is about finding that healthy lifestyle that works for you and including the aspects of a healthy lifestyle. Yes, diet and exercise are important, but there's so many other aspects to living a healthy lifestyle as well.
So you've got 25 years of experience that you've put into every page of this book. When you're talking though about the healthy choices that you do make from a food perspective, I'm sure there are plenty of people who've tried it and they feel like it doesn't get them anywhere, but you've got to really watch label reading, don't you, Denise? The more plant-based your diet can be, the better off you're going to be.
Oh, absolutely. What I always tell people is to start with, obviously you want to walk around your supermarket and purchase your fruits and your veggies, your meats and whole grains. Those things are the products, the whole foods, the real foods that you want your diet to really consist mostly of. And then the middle aisles, that's where you'll really have to start to focus on label reading. Because one of the things, number one thing we find is sugar is in everything. And it's labeled, it probably has something like 50 different names for sugar. And so we'll start reading a label, and if you don't see the word sugar, you think, oh, it's sugar-free, that's great. However, it could have a ton of sugar in it that you're just unaware of. So label reading really is essential. My goal is always to keep the ingredients less than 10. Because then you're getting something that's less processed. Right.
I've heard that said before. Okay, I like something that you've done, I guess is an acronym for the Standard American Diet, and you've turned that into SAD. That's easy to remember. So if we don't want to be eating that Standard American Diet, what does that look like?
The Standard American Diet, and I wish I actually did coin that SAD. That wasn't me. I wish I had thought of that. Somebody thought of it ahead of time. But the Standard American Diet is one that is filled with processed foods. Kind of that, all of those products that you find in the middle of the supermarket aisle when you go to pick up, get gas, and you run into the gas station, you pick up some chips, maybe some cookies, maybe some things, and a soda out of the refrigerator. All of those things are are becoming that chunk of the Standard American Diet. Foods that have truly no nutritious value. So they're not providing your body, your cells with the vitamins and the minerals, truly the nutrients that your body needs for energy and to function properly.
Right.
And that's a piece, I think, of the healthy lifestyle that people forget, that they don't feel good when they start changing their diet from the Standard American Diet, all of the processed foods, to more whole foods, more plant-based foods. All of a sudden, their tummies start feeling better. They have a little bit more energy, and they start to find that they're on a more positive, in a more positive direction when it comes to their health. And it really does start with just a few tweaks of a diet.
And it sounds like with your book, you make finding those tweaks easy because, like you said at the very beginning, you're not asking someone to really follow in your footsteps or anybody else's footsteps, but to find their own path and then have the confidence to walk it.
Yes, and that's why I always say, we don't do diets. because one, we know diets don't work. As soon as you say to yourself, oh, okay, I'm on a diet, I can't have chocolate ice cream. What's the one thing you cannot get out of your mind?
Right.
Chocolate ice cream.
Right.
So what I just recommend to people is to, if they're interested in trying a certain diet meaning vegetarian or vegan or paleo, have at it. But really think about when you're doing this, is this something that is sustainable? Is this something that you can do for the rest of your life?
Right.
Eating real food is really simple. It takes the guesswork out of, should I eat this? Is this healthy? And what are the ingredients?
And let me ask you this too, on the idea of shopping that perimeter of the grocery store. Is it hard to convince people that they may actually save money on their grocery bill eating healthy as opposed to buying all of the ready-made foods?
When they first go into the supermarket, they will kind of go, oh, but this is on sale. You can buy 3 bags of chips for $2.99. But you can get a head of lettuce, just 1 head of lettuce for $3.29. And so in the beginning, they start to see they're looking more volume. So when it comes to volume, the unhealthy foods, you can get, those are on sale very often. And so when you're looking volume, sure, that looks like you're saving money by doing that, but you're not eating real food and you're not giving your body the nutrition.
Right.
So when people really start to focus more on what they're buying, kind of quality over quantity, there's the switch flips in their mind and they say, okay, so I can actually eat less, get fuller faster, and for longer.
Exactly, because those chips, while they're on sale, are going to make you hungry, and the salad you'll eat with that lettuce will stay with you all day.
Exactly.
Okay, so where can people get the book?
The book is currently on Amazon. You can get it in the Kindle version, or you can get the paperback on Amazon.com.
All right, well, I think it is wonderful that you chose to write the book. And what did make you write it, by the way? I didn't ask you what your impetus was for writing it.
Throughout the years, what I have found is truly, it was out of need. As I mentioned earlier, people want to live a healthy lifestyle, so they start following one person or one diet. And when it doesn't work and they feel like they've failed and they kind of go, well, I don't know what to do because I've tried everything. This is a simple way for people to say, okay, let's take what's important to me, what are my values, and how do I want to live my healthy lifestyle, and take pieces from the book and say, yes, this is what I want to do, and incorporate that slowly.
Well, we look forward to doing that ourselves. Denise, thank you so much for the conversation this morning, and congratulations on the book.
Thank you, Julie.
Wedemark Keith takes pride in protecting the rights of injured workers. Suffering an injury while at work is a traumatic experience and financial burden. Your job is to recover, and our job is to recover for you.
The name you know and trust.
Still?
Yeah.
How many pages got left?